is a lot of people are using Spaces, this tool that you and your team have built to do interviews and Q&As in VR, and to go places that it wouldn't be possible to necessarily go, or definitely would be a lot harder to go in real life.
Exactly.
Yeah, go for it.
We've seen people using it in all kinds of really cool ways. To like, Wyclef Jean was interviewed by Slate the other day, and they took him to Haiti and showed him around. It was just amazing. So really cool stuff that people are doing to go different places.
Yes, I think the first place that we want to go today is Puerto Rico. To check out this interesting 360 video that NPR took of what's going on down there. So let's go quickly teleport there. All right. So now we are in a 360 video in Puerto Rico, and hold on a second, and you can kind of get a sense of we're on a bridge here. It's flooded. You can get a sense of some of the damage here that the hurricanes have done, and I mean, this is one of the things that's really magical about virtual reality, is you can get the feeling that you're really in a place, right? I mean, I probably should have mentioned this before, but Rachel and I actually aren't even, I think, in the same building in the physical world here.
We're in
but
totally
I mean,
different places.
we're here. I mean, it feels like we're in the same place, and we're making eye contact. We're talking to each other.
Could high five.
Yeah, there you go,
high
five.
High five.
And so now, I mean, this is we're looking around, and it feels like we're really here in Puerto Rico, where it's it's obviously a tough place to get to now, and a lot of people are really suffering with the aftermath of the hurricanes. This is an area that Facebook is very focused on trying to help out in the recovery effort. When the hurricanes first hit, we did a bunch of work around launching Safety Check to make it so that people in the community could tell all their friends and loved ones that they were safe. We activated community help, so that way people could say they needed food or shelter, and people in the community could provide that if they had that. We ran a bunch of fundraisers to help raise money for the relief efforts. But on top of that, we also did a bunch of work ourselves in terms of sending Facebook employees down to Puerto Rico to help with connectivity, right? Because when you're in the middle of a disaster like this, it's really important that people have access to the internet. It's important both so that people can connect with their friends and their family outside of the disaster zone, to tell them that they're okay or tell them what's going on. But it's also important so that way when relief workers go down there, they could coordinate with each other and know where people need help. So today we're actually announcing a new effort that we've been working on with the Red Cross to help out in Puerto Rico, which is we use artificial intelligence to build what we call these population maps. So you can look at satellite imagery of an area and get a sense of where it is that people actually live and the density of different places and where there's infrastructure going to those places. And that's going to help the Red Cross figure out where people are who need help and figure out how to connect them and get the relief people connected with the people who need help down there to help out with rebuilding and all the efforts that are going on. So this is something that we've tried to do a couple of times in the past, but this is a good example of how you can use AI and machine learning to help out in saving people's lives and help out in relief efforts like what we're trying to do with the Red Cross here. But, there's so much more that's needed to help out in Puerto Rico right now. Facebook has donated more than $1.5 million to the relief effort already, in addition to the other efforts that I mentioned a second ago. And there's a lot more that needs to happen. So this is an area that we're continuing to focus on.
Yeah, great. Well,
all right.
You can see that we can really feel like we're here, but
this street is just completely flooded.
Yeah.
I mean, can you guys see this behind me? I mean, this is what it looks like.
It's crazy to feel like you're in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So do you want to go teleport somewhere else?
Yeah, maybe back to California.
All right, let's do it.